Guys, we need to talk really urgently about what's going to happen next for a Bitcoin, because there is a massive bull trap building up right now that a lot of people ignoring, simple for the fact that we are that close to $100,000. I will show you exactly what's going on and the next altcoins that I'm personally going to trade. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for coming to this live stream here once again. I need to pop out the chat window again so that I see what you guys are actually doing. So there we go. Amazing. Guys, if you're new to the channel, smash up the like button, subscribe. You can also comment here on the live stream and chat with us. Let's do this. The more likes we get on the live stream, the more people are actually able to see this. Let's get the word out as much as we can to protect everyone from what's about to happen here for Bitcoin. So we're gonna start off with the DXY. The DXY is rampaging here to the upside. We hit 108 points and now pulling back a little bit. I just want to see here in the past. Yeah, so this can go as high as 100. Yeah, we were already higher than that. So that can technically go to like 108.4 before it starts to reverse. It really needs to reverse, guys. You know, so if it keeps pushing and pushing, it's not good. It's not good for the crypto market overall. So I still keep monitoring this, but we broke here a key former resistance level now. Here, that area at 107. This is already a really bearish sign. You know, so if the dollar gets stronger, then usually the risk on assets are going down. In the bull market, it can be slightly different, but in general, it's really bad. So let's go into the ETF inflows. Yesterday, record inflows. Here, almost 11,000 Bitcoins, 10,660 Bitcoins were bought. So which is like 21, no, it's even more. It's like 24 times, I think, if I'm correct here, 24 times the amount that gets daily mined was bought only yesterday. So that means that almost the whole monthly supply was bought up for one single month. So we were 6 days short of it, you know, so this is insane, guys. So, and this of course led to that Bitcoin was scratching at $100,000. We went to $99,500, got rejected from there. And now we are kind of tumbling around 98,500, 99,500. But I am going to show you here now in a second what is actually going on with Bitcoin and why I'm calling today for a massive bull trap here. So the reason for that potential bull trap, first of all, there are multiple signs for it, but this is the first sign. So here on the 12-hourly chart, it looks like that we are forming a top formation here in terms of the candlesticks. And we are really far away from the EMA ribbon, where we usually come back for a retest. So, and funny enough, the $91,000 level is something that you should keep in mind, you know, so I will come back to this on another chart, why the $91,000 level is so important here. So, and there is a lot of confidence that we potentially, on the pullback, only go to $91,000, $92,000, from there consolidate, and then try again to break 100,000, then we touch it, maybe briefly above that, come below it again, then again consolidate, and then we get the next leg to the upside. And then at the same time, on that move to the downside, altcoins will get nuked, really. They're going to get nuked, but I'm going to show you where we are going to buy when this is happening. But then here in that sideways consolidation, this is when the altcoins going to break out like crazy. And it will happen really fast, guys. It will be really fast. If you are not prepared with limit orders, also here with Bitcoin, you're potentially going to miss it. So you want to make sure that you're positioned for this. The other sign here on 12-hourly chart is the stochastic RSI printing a sell signal on the MACD. Also, we are losing momentum. We print only small green candles, also only short-lived this move. And the RSI is also in overbought territory. So here, massive warning signs on the higher time frames for a reversal. Now when we go into the 4-hourly chart, also here you see already this here, these 4-hourly candles, these two here, is a spinning top. So there's another warning sign on a shorter time frame. Spinning top, top of the EMA ribbon, if we come down, is already around $96,000. If we go lower, you see here again, if we go to the bottom of the EMA ribbon, we're again at $91,000. Also here, we got already the sell signal. MACD about to print a sell signal in the next 8 hours, 7 hours. RSI also already going down. Now, when we go into the MDX algo gradient, here you can also clearly see that we are now overheated. We are absolutely red, fire red. Yes, so fire red on the MDX algo. Here we could experience a really short-lived bounce in that golden ratio here, but from there then we see something like this, and that would potentially mark a double top, you know, so we don't even need to get all the way up to $99,500. Can be somewhere here on the daily open, you know, so retests of the daily open, and then we move to the downside. So now I'm going to show you, was it on this one or on another chart? I don't want to do something wrong here. Which one is this? On this one I'm gonna do it on a 4-hourly chart. I think I did it earlier on a 4-hourly chart. So now, when I don't want to do it wrong, was it like this? No, this is wrong. So I did it from this one here, I think, or all the way. No, here, there we go. So now, if I draw my fib retracement levels like this, you also see that here the golden ratio is lining up here at $91,100, $91,500 for a pullback. So the first major bounce level where we're potentially going to bounce from is here, the 0.382, 94,600. If this doesn't hold, we will go all the way down to 91,500. There is a small chance that we actually wick lower into that demand area here of 87, but come straight back up in the same move. So this will last like maybe an hour, you know, something like this. That whole move to the downside where we come straight back up. So it will be really quick if it's going to happen. I'm not banking on it, but I still have my limit orders there. You know, I'm going to show it in a second. You know that I have a bunch of limit orders on Bitcoin all the way down to like $87,000. So if it's going to happen, all my positions will be filled and I will be instantly in profit when it snaps back to the upside. Also here on the MDX algo reactor indicator, here big warning sign with these dot plots here with the round one and the squared one, and also here we are turning around from the red area, and usually when this is happening you see it over here. Shortly afterwards, you know, price goes to the downside, you know, so and the indicator comes down with it, and here we are basically waiting for it, you know, so it will happen in my opinion over the weekend, potentially Monday, latest by Monday, but I actually bank on it will happen earlier because of the CME gap that's still there. You know, remember we have a CME gap that never got filled around 80, I think it was 87, 89, or even 91 or something like this. There is a CME gap that never got filled, and we will come back to it, I think, on the weekend, and then trade around that it's then closed on Monday. Then we have a new CME gap, need to get back up again, you know, so that could be the move that's potentially unfolding here over the weekend. So because that move would send us down, but would also send us next week straight back up. Now on ZoomX, I have currently an Ethereum trade open. I opened that yesterday. At one point it was up like $10,000. My Solana trade is doing really well here. I'm up now here $623,000. Remember guys, this was almost a month ago. It's not exactly a month yet, but almost a month ago. This was $100,000. So I 6x'd my capital here with super low leverage, you know. So I was on Bitcoin never higher on leverage than 10x. So which is okay, you know, so because Bitcoin needed almost to drop $10,000 to get me liquidated, which is not happening. So now, when I go here back to Bitcoin on ZoomX, so then you see I'm prepared, you know, let it drop. I have here my limit orders from 94 all the way down to 82. And if I see that at some point we turn around, then I just cancel these orders and I market buy, you know, before it goes back to the upside. So, but I can tell you, if we dump under 89, I would cancel all my orders and just market buy whatever I can, so because it will snap back so quick over 90, you potentially cannot even blink so fast. And now, remember guys, I told you today will be the last day where I will give away $500 on ZoomX for only a month, so it will only last for a month because something else came up with ZoomX. And we were saying, basically talking back and forth, what we could do for you guys that actually more people actually get liquidity right now to take advantage of this bull market, So, and we said, okay, you know what? Let's do a small trading competition, a small one, where someone can win a prize pool of $10,000. So, but here comes the kicker, guys. Everybody that signs up between today and next week Friday, you see you have here 6 days and 21 hours left, gets $5 just for signing up. Plus, if you deposit at least $500, you get $50 on top of that. So $55. So now you think, Alex, what should I do with $55, man? $55. Trust me, you can turn us around into really, really big amounts. So now you have the $500 already sitting there. You have 55 on top, so you have 555. I will open another ZoomX account and match you guys with $555 and show you that we can get everyone, every single trade that I'm going to take on ZoomX with you guys, I will take with you together. We're going to turn this until Christmas at least into $10,000. The only thing that you need to do is sign up, deposit $500, get the $55 for free, and in 7 days, we get going and will turn this into at least $10,000. So if there is somebody that wants to deposit more, you're gonna make more, and that also means you make more volume, then you also get a bigger share of the prize pool, you know how it works. I will actually leave this link right now. I'm gonna leave my normal link. Just go to the description. There is a link to sign up on ZoomX because I think there was no specific link for this here, or was here. I'm just checking. I'm logged in. That's why. So that's my problem. You know what? I'm gonna open another window, and then we continue. Let's see. Do I need to sign up if I use this specific link here? No, there is no link to sign up specifically to the competition. So, but it applies to my link in the description, guys. So just make use of that. Now let's continue. Guys. Bitcoin here on the 4-hourly chart with the liquidation levels. Also here, major confluence that we go at least to $96,000 because we have again here high leveraged liquidity where people were pretty late to the party, to long Bitcoin, so they are way too late to do it. And then also down here we have some long liquidity levels at 93,100 all the way down to like 92,400. Remember, 92,400 was a really key level over the last couple of days until we broke it to the upside. And you should also not ignore that once we're losing this trend here, it's basically only downwards for Bitcoin for a while, So, and at the same time, we have here this rising wedge. So, do I rule out that we can go all the way up here to this level here, $100,700? No, it can happen, But trust me, guys, if it's going to happen, then we break 100K first. From there, we are reversing. We are already in the process of going down. If that gets interrupted for some weird reason, some crazy company comes out, says, we just bought $5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and it's not MicroStrategy, that can reverse the chart, back to the upside. But if something like this is not happening, that something crazy happens, then the direction is right now to the downside, which is not bad, guys, So I'm going to show you in a moment here what we're doing with our altcoins. So, but first we talk about the liquidity liquidation heat map. So here, if I go to the weekly chart, you see here how much liquidity is concentrated between $90,800, $91,000, and then also here below us, 97,000, and then here a big cluster at 93,000. So these are all huge targets right now for market makers to drive the price down and eat into it. So I can tell you when we break $97,000, we're going to get a long squeeze where we get massively pushed to the downside, and that could trigger a cascade where we just keep falling all the way down to $93,000 or $91,000. So because all the way down here, there's like, what is this? Almost 300 million sitting there. So here is another 400 million. So I would guess if we take out here this whole area, it's almost $1 billion worth of liquidity. And above us, there's not as much, you know. So it makes right now a lot of sense to drive price first a little bit lower, make some profit for the market makers, then reverse it to the upside, because there's still a lot of people, you know, so they're sitting glued to the screen and they think, oh, Bitcoin is so close to $100,000. Yeah, no, it goes there first, you know, so let's long, you know, YOLO 50x, you know, so, and exactly then you get punished for it. Another sign for me that the party for Bitcoin in the short term is over is that we are doing something like this here. See here, rounding top for Bitcoin. A rounding top is always an indication for a reversal. So if the rounding top would be not shaping up like this, I would say okay, you know. So if we would have pumped here to like 99, you know, so and then we would have created here that range. So that is basically the range currently, but we are breaking it right now. If we close this 1 hourly candle below 98,500, I think we definitely do something like this. So that's why, you know, so that's why I told you, be careful of that potential bull trap where everybody thinks we are so close to 100K, we're going to touch it, you know, so and then whatever happens, happens. And I believe it's not going to happen, you know, because everybody is expecting it. The same way that we were expecting it in the last bull run, you know, when we broke almost 70,000 and me and my friends and a lot of other people were screaming, yeah, 100K, and it never came, you know. So here, same thing, it will happen, you know, it will happen, but I don't believe that it's going to happen in the next coming days before we had a pullback. Now, if you want guaranteed $500, guys, you know where to go. You go to Bybit. Here only you deposit $100 and can trade any of these coins, and you can set your limit orders for some of the altcoins, for Bitcoin, for Phantom. A lot of coins here I'm going to talk about today. It's really simple. You deposit $100, you claim the airdrop voucher, you use the voucher. All the profits that we make belong to you. And I'm going to show you here on another account that I have. So this here is my current account. Oh, I was earlier actually a little bit more in plus. But if you remember, here this Bybit account was like 70K a week ago, I think. You know, so now I'm 105. I was up 113 at one point today. But what I want to show you is one of my other accounts, the copy trading account. So I posted it in my Telegram channel already. I don't know if it's up or not, so it's a little bit down right now. So this was $500 yesterday. No, sorry, I don't want to lie. 3 days ago. Three days ago, this was $500. Now it's $1,000. I have a Solana trade running here because I believe that we still can touch almost $300 on Solana. That's why I have that trade open here. And that's my target. And I'm going to take profit, you know. So if I need to add a little bit more money to this account to not get liquidated, if it gets that low, I'm going to do that. But I'm not expecting right now a 20% drop on Solana to kick me out of that trade, you know. So, but moral of the story is these small amounts that exchanges are throwing around right now, like $500, you know, $55, you can turn this really quick in big amounts. It took me 3 days, guys. 3 days, low leverage, double this account, you know. So now I'm taking this one by, I'm gonna try until the end of the year to 50K, you know, so this specific account. So when we're going back to the Bitcoin dominance right now, then you see that we are finally in that rising wedge and got a retest of the upper level here, which is for me pretty bullish, because if we close today, this daily candle within the rising wedge, potentially tomorrow we get another nice candle to the downside. So, but here's the problem. There's one problem. The candle to the downside could be happening because Bitcoin is breaking down. And then altcoins are going to suffer, exactly what I said at the beginning of the video. So, and then you see on, what is it, Sunday, a move back to the upside where Bitcoin is recovering a little bit. And then on Monday, you get the proper move to the downside for altcoins. potentially that's what's playing out here, you know. So we have to wait and see, but that the dominance is starting here to break down, and this was potentially the top for the dominance, is definitely in the midterm a really, really good sign for us. On a total free market cap, exactly what I predicted, guys, happened here. We broke above $835 billion. We touched almost $900 billion. Also, as I told you guys, that when we reach 900 billion, expect a small rejection from that. And then we go all the way up to 926, get another rejection, and then we break it and go higher in direction of $1 trillion. So this is definitely extremely bullish here for the total free market cap, because you see already in many, many altcoins that they were popping left, right, and center. So now the most important thing here for the total free market cap is that we are holding the $835 billion mark as support, and from here get the next push to the upside. Solana is currently pulling back a little bit on the 30 minutes. I want to go into a higher time frame. Here on the 4-hourly chart, also pull back potentially to $247 to the top of the EMA ribbon. And here's something that I wanted to show you guys, how I find, how should I put this? Retarded entries. Yes, let's call them retarded entries. So if you want to not miss out on moves in certain coins, and you're coming late to the party, you know, let's say you would have missed here this whole move to the upside, but you don't want to miss out on the next move here to the upside. So, but you need an entry. You need an entry right now. So here is a really simple trick how you can find an entry, and it works also on the 1-hourly chart. So I usually do it on a 1-hourly chart. You go here to the last low, which was here, with the Fibonacci retracement tool, to the recent high, and look at this. So now you have here the 0.382, which is the first potential bounce level. And if we go lower, it is $243 with the golden ratio below here. And usually at one of these two levels, we're going to bounce. So what do you do now? You set a limit order at $251 here at the 0.382, and you set another limit order at the golden ratio. So, and then let's say it only touches 251 and it starts mooning again. Good, you're in, no problem. Let it run. You know, so we find later another pullback higher where you can add then the money that you did not add down here because we never touched it. You know, so if we go all the way down here, also fine. You know, so once we get above $247, from that point on, you are in profit because you have averaged down your entry price from here to here, and now the average is sitting here. And afterwards, you're in profit, and you just run it then all the way up into higher levels. So that's how I'm going to play it. Because also here on the higher time frames, you know, 12-hourly looks a little bit cooked, potential also topping formation. On the daily chart, also here topping candle, you know, so even though there is technically still room for one more candle to push to the upside, you know, but everything depends on what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, so if we get tomorrow sideways movement in Bitcoin before we go lower, then altcoins can rally to the upside one more time, you know, so that might be the last run for them before that drop, and then we go down. So, or tomorrow you see another candle starting to move it to the downside on Solana. So now Ethereum touched the golden ratio here. I told you guys many times, when we get up here, take profit, you know, because I was expecting that we are not immediately breaking this when we are getting here to $3,400. So the only problem that I have with this chart here right now is that here the stochastic RSI just printed a buy signal, is oversold, and the MACD is also a little bit still bullish, and only the RSI is pulling back because of that resistance that we have sitting here. So that is telling me that Ethereum potentially wants to keep going while Bitcoin is going down. You know, so for that, again, I need to go to a lower time frame. Here on the 4-hourly chart, it looks like that we first pull a little bit more back, you know, so which is okay, to potentially $3,200 again, where I'm going to add to my Ethereum position. But I am also going to look at the stochastic RSI, where we will be at, and how this 4-hourly candle will close, you know, so around the EMA ribbon. So if it closes slightly above the top of the EMA ribbon on the 4-hourly chart. Fine, I'm going to add to my position because we are holding also the VPVR cluster, which is right now the biggest support area on the 4-hourly that we are seeing. And from here, we should normally get the bounce back to the upside. And I also expect the move for Ethereum to the downside a little bit more shallow than for Bitcoin. The same what we had with Solana when Bitcoin went down and Solana almost did not move. It moved like $5 or something. So I expect Ethereum to behave the same way when Bitcoin comes down. And the other reason for that is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Remember what I told you guys? I said when we come here into these green boxes, we're going to bounce from there. Historically, we have bounced from there, and that is starting the altcoin season. So today's candle is putting in a doji, and that means tomorrow the Ethereum Bitcoin chart should go to the upside. So the problem is when Bitcoin goes down, so we get an upside candle on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. But at the same time, I believe that Ethereum is going to hold either more or less the price level where it is, or it will go higher, so even though Bitcoin goes down. So and that's why I believe that the move in Ethereum to the downside will be way more shallow than in any other coin out there. So at least for most of them. Now, the coins that will move with Ethereum next are, if you're here around, already, coins that are beta plays to Ethereum. So that means they are built on Ethereum. They are gonna outperform Ethereum. And these are the coins that you wanna be positioned in when it's happening. So, but also other layer 1 blockchains. And one of them is actually AVAX. So I spoke about AVAX in my Telegram channel. People saw it already, so I called it the last time here at 2 days ago at $35, where I said, hey, when this level is broken, get in. We go at least to $37.76 and potentially all the way up to $43.74. So now we went all the way up to $39.50. We got rejected because we are close to $40, round number again, the drill, so people start selling close to these levels. Now we come back down. If you are looking for an entry on the retrace, then I go again to the 1-hourly chart. I take again my Fibonacci retracement tool and look here. Potential re-entry either at $36.77 or again $35 if you want to trade it. Because we are pulling back currently, the 1-hourly looks cooked, that we want to move here to the downside. So good chance that you will at least get filled at $36.77 or potentially all the way down to $35. Then on, oh wow, something is happening with Bitcoin, I think. No, Bitcoin dumped a little bit, but not crazy because the altcoins are pulling back right now. Here on AlphaX, my render trade is getting hammered for some reason. So I'm getting hammered here, but I think I will be fine. I can hold through it. Again, another account that I took to $1,000 in like a week from 200 something or 100 something. I think it was almost $200, So you see here my margin is almost $1,000. Posted this also in the Telegram channel. If you want to trade on AlphaX without any KYC, without that anybody tries to steal your funds, because you trade out of your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask, then this is the platform where you want to trade on. You still get $100 just for signing up. Plus, if you deposit $100, you stand a chance to win $500 here on AlphaX, guys. But by the end of the video, I will still give away on ZoomX the last time $500, guys. So stick around here for that. Oh wow, yeah. So Phantom is getting hammered. One of the other coins also that usually moves once Ethereum starts moving. I was not expecting this one here right now, but it's okay. I have also limit orders here still on Phantom. Here you see right now a level that Phantom always gets smashed down from is here, the 72 cents 0.5 level. So this is a level that Phantom right now does not like at all. So and why is that? Because here resistance, here turned into support, here it broke the support again. Deviation, resistance, resistance. The next time the Phantom comes properly above that level, it will start running without any doubt. So right now we are just retesting the downward sloping trend line that we broke yesterday. So that's absolutely fine as long as we are holding this. But also here, look at the 4-hourly chart, you know, so everything is pointing down, but we are bouncing a little bit, not crazy, just a little bit. So I want to have a look here on the daily. Yeah, on the daily, we are fine, you know, we are fine as long as we close in the golden ratio above 70 cents, you know, because here stochastic prints a buy signal, RSI going sideways, MACD right now a little bit bearish because of that move. But if we can go 1% higher, we are fine again, you know, and we get our continuation for Phantom. And Phantom might be one of the first movers, guys, you know, so don't neglect Phantom. Phantom might be one of the first movers together with Ethereum after that drop, you know. So and also here again, you do the same thing here again for Phantom from bottom to this top here. And you see we actually went now below the 0.382 at 69.78. But we bounce from 0.5, you know, so there is still a chance that it goes to 67. But if you would have had your limit order here at 69.78, you would have been filled right now, a little bit underwater, you know, but I think it's coming back. It's coming back up because we are not looking too bad on the 1 hourly and on the lower time frames. 15 minutes, yeah, give this another 30 minutes and it goes back up, you know, so it's already bouncing here. Not really a problem, in my opinion, as long as we stay above that golden ratio on the retracement. Now, the next one is Arbitrum. Arbitrum is fighting with the golden ratio. Once that golden ratio is claimed, it will send again to the upside, straight to $1 really, really quickly. Here, same thing again, guys. You know, you look from where you're going to pull. So here's your retracement level where you get an entry. And you see here, when we made the move, here, the first time, this move, an hour ago, you're getting potentially now a chance to get in at almost 77 cents, you know. So to bounce from there back to the upside. But here, on the 1 hourly chart, I must say, it could have, yeah, so there's a bearish divergence. Look at this here. Here's a bearish divergence that did not play out yet. It's in the process right now to play out, but did not fully play out yet. So which could lead to that we actually move a little bit lower. 72 cents, don't really think that this is a level that we go to, you know, because the 10% move to the downside. But here, 75, 74 might be in the cards, guys, you know. So I would have limit orders there and up here if I want to enter this. Then Optimism is a beast right now. So, and that was a coin that I had for a long time on my radar when Ethereum is breaking out. Now you understand why. Here, I have to change some of these levels here. Let's get a little bit too confusing even for me. Pullback level. So I want to see pullback level. Here again, from that low to that high. On the way to the downside right now. So if we get to $2.07, and here's right now, you see also a demand area where we have a lot of buy orders. Good area to buy, in my opinion, in the short term. You know, for a short-term bounce back to the upside, trying to break it into the golden ratio at $2.40. We were close to it at $2.25. So that's what I'm looking out for. Because on a daily, I think, on a daily, there's still room for another leg or two. On the 12-hourly, let's have a look here. 12-hourly, no, should come back a little bit. And on the 4-hourly, yeah, 4-hourly is too high. You know, so on the 4-hourly, I would actually say this can come down all the way to the golden ratio. But this is a big move, guys. You know, so this is a big move. So these are like kind of these silly orders, you know, that you just place there and you hope that they are going to get hit. You know, so it's like a lottery ticket. If it gets hit, amazing, you won the lottery. If not, okay, then you entered here at $2.06, and maybe you add here below $2 if it goes there, but it's not touching the golden ratio, you know. So, but these are your golden ticket zones, because if they get tapped and then it sends to the upside straight away, you know, because you usually get big reactions from there, you're golden, you know. So you have now a really low liquidation price somewhere here, you know, if you have low leverage, or even down here, which most likely will not get touched in the bull run anymore, you know, so, and can build this position. Then Telegram just wobbling around here, around the $5.50 level for quite a while already. I can tell you once we are here holding above $5.55, it's going to send, you know, here into the $6 range. You can actually also draw here a horizontal level, kind of here. Yeah, it's already a dashed line. So you see here, once we are holding this level, it will go higher, you know. So earlier, without that small pullback that we are seeing right now, that we have just experienced in Bitcoin, it was pointing to the upside, you know, into higher levels. Only here the 4 hourly wants to pull back a little bit, but I think the 1 hourly is, yeah, the 1 hourly was also ready to go higher, and then we got that pullback in Bitcoin. So, but here I'm holding my position, guys. You know, I'm holding my position. I'm not worried about this. You know, I know in a day or two it's going to pop. You know, another one, Rune. So here, that is, look here, textbook, 0.382, and bounce straight back up from there. That's why I'm calling for these levels. You know, so if you would have entered there, you would be up now 2% on your trade with 5x leverage, 10% on your trade already. You know, you could have set your stop loss slightly below here, where you almost lose no money anymore. And let this ride, you know, to the upside. And we should also not forget that we broke this downward sloping trend line here, which was really important. And now that we bounced off that trend line back to the upside, is bullish if we can close in 2.5 hours the candle as it is, because then we get continuation to the upside. So here, again, same thing. If you want to find other levels where you can potentially re-enter. So you see here, also in alignment with the golden ratio on the Fibonacci retracement level. We bounced straight from there. So right now it's still a good area to enter into Rune if you want to have a Rune trade. You know, so this is definitely good right now. Then the next one is Render, the position that you saw making me sweat a little bit. You know, so but here a big demand area that we bounce currently from, and also here I expect a maximum by Monday. By maximum, I'm calling it, you know, on Monday, we're going to see a push here above that downward sloping trend line. Then I'm back in profit. And then it will most likely go really quick into this golden ratio all the way up here. So here, let's see what the retracement level is saying. Retracement level says we hit the golden ratio and bouncing. Again, good level to open a position here on Render, but tight stop losses, guys. Tight stop losses, because if Bitcoin drops, we drop lower. Then GRT, also one of the coins giving me a small headache. I don't have a crazy big position on GRT, but GRT is also one of the coins that moves when Ethereum moves. Here I'm waiting for the breakout out of that falling wedge on the 4 hourly chart. We are flatlining on a stochastic RSI. And remember what happens when we flatline here? At some point we get a violent move to the upside. So that's what I'm waiting for. And as long as we are holding 21 cents, I would keep adding to my position, you know, so, or open new position if I would not have a GRT trade already. The next one, ICP. My ICP trade is luckily in profit because of that big green candle that we got earlier today. And there's also still room to go higher. Here, again, you want to look where we are potentially pulling back to on the 1 hourly chart. So, and you need to take that high. So here and that low. And there you see most likely $9.26 if we come back down, which is again in alignment with an order block here, you know, so where we have some buy orders and could bounce from here back to the upside and continue to go higher. So again, a lot of coins looking like this right now, you know, where you can just place your limit orders and with almost a guaranteed certainty will get filled when we are coming down there, you know. So I'm setting up limit orders like crazy right now into these levels where we are potentially pulling back to, because you saw some coins did it already, you know, so really quickly. Phantom, Render, Rune, you know, so all these coins here. Then Near also, once it breaks this downward sloping trend line, it will finally go to the upside. And let me have a look here on the daily. Yeah, on the daily, we are almost done. We are almost done with moving down here. We could potentially go here into the golden ratio. Golden ratio is a little bit too low, I would say. But here, 0.786, $5.26, another 5% down might be here in the cards. Let's see what we get with the Fibonacci retracement on the 1 hourly chart. yeah, so we were already in the golden ratio. So short term, we hit the golden ratio already and potentially reverse from here. So, but I would wait for this candle to close in 20 minutes. When the next one goes up, then you know, okay, that was a good level to have here, limit order, you know. So, but imagine you go now and look at all these coins, and some of them have not hit the golden ratio, have not hit the 0.382, and you set up your limit orders, you know. So you have coins that are front running these things with their move to the downside, where you get filled, and you would be sitting now in profit. So as you can see, this is a really, really solid strategy that most of the time is always working. You know, you will have some losers in between, you know, where it just keeps dropping and goes lower, you know, so, but you see here, usually it actually works, you know, and for scalping, this is amazing. Then here, Theta, also another coin that moves heavily when Bitcoin is going down and Ethereum is going up. Once we break here, $1.73, it's going straight up to $2 in my opinion, really quickly. But here in this range where we are currently in, this is an accumulation range for me, you know, so where you can buy a last time below $2, I almost want to say $2,000, below $2 before it goes straight to the upside. Then we have Mantle. Mantle tried to break here this key support resistance flip level. I have explained it many times. You only need to look at it. You know, here resistance, broke it, support broken, then again retaken, support broken, resistance. This resistance here on the daily chart, when this is broken, it's going to send here, that is a 0.68 level to $1.10, $1.14, and my bull run target for Mantle here in the short term is $2.04. You know, so I think if it breaks $1 and breaks here this order block at $1.37, it goes really quick to $2 here to the upside. And you see here the indicators are also setting up for a push to the upside. So here currently, if you want a pullback entry, you have to go again to the 1 hourly to find something. And look here, if you get lucky, we touch 80 cents. And that's your entry, you know, for a limit order. If we are not touching it and we break 85, you know, that's where you need to enter then 85 market buy before it sends to $1. Now, I have some other coins here that I try to go through quickly because I'm running low on time, guys. You know, I have to be somewhere. I have to meet with other friends in a minute. So then here, Starknet is one of the other coins that I'm looking at currently on the daily chart. Here, again, this dashed line here, or this horizontal line, when it breaks, it's going to send. You know, so you see here that big W, that Starknet was shaping up. When that neckline is broken, let's have a look at the technical target here. The technical target is at 72.5 cents, guys. You know, so that is a 50% move to the upside for Starknet. So and here, look again, stochastic, about to print a buy signal, momentum coming in on the MACD, RSI also still in an uptrend. This is going to break really, really soon, guys. So here, again, if you want to find an entry before it breaks, 49 cents, really close. 49 cents, first limit order, before it potentially turns around and is going to send to the upside. Next one, Manta. Did I had? Yeah, I remember what I did with Manta. So here, Manta, same thing. Break that dashed line, and it most likely does something like this. Goes here into the 0.618 at $1.37 to the upside, you know. So, and it looks similar to Starknet, you know. And look where it potentially goes, you know. So here, 1.618, $2.73. And this is not even the all-time high, you know. So the all-time high was at $4.09. So these are kind of the positions that I'm building currently, or start to build when we're breaking these necklines, because the indicators are all telling me they want to go to the upside right now because Ethereum, you know. So these are layer 2 Ethereum plays that I'm looking at currently, you know. So here the same with Metas. Where's my chart? So it broke already here, this downward sloping trend line a couple months back. Now here, these two dashed lines where it's bouncing in between, once it finds support there, it's going to teleport to $103 really quickly, you know. So of course there's some stops in between at $80 and $88 all the way up to $98. But $100 here, that golden ratio is coming. I look at the indicators, so everything again pointing to the upside. Then Immutable X, a coin that I spoke also recently about. Here we are waiting for the break of the downward sloping trend line. It can happen that we go a little bit lower. Based on what I see on the indicators, on the 1 hourly chart, we want to find an entry again. So and if we're looking for an entry, so here, so we are close, $1.31. $1.31 is where you want to enter. We are like 1% away from that, a little bit more than 1%, but really close. First limit order here, or if we hit it before you can set a limit order there, you just market buy at that level. So, and then again, some stupid orders at the golden ratio. And don't forget, guys, low leverage, not 10x, 20x on these positions, because when Bitcoin starts puking, and it pukes a little bit already, but if it really pukes, so then the golden ratio can be hit really quickly, and it just keeps going a little bit lower, so maybe all the way down like to $1.15 or something. If you are with like more than 5x in this trade, you get liquidated, and that's what we don't want, guys. We don't want that. The last one is Aevo. That's a decent. That's a DEX on the Ethereum blockchain. So here also dashed line at 37 cents right now, almost 10% away because we moved down. But when that breaks, it's also going to cent. And something else that you can watch is this downward sloping trend line here at the same time. So but usually when we come up and break this horizontal line, that downward trend is also broken, and then we go to the upside. Here, 1 hourly chart to find an entry. So here we are at the golden ratio, guys, at the golden ratio, and pulled back. No, we are slightly above the golden ratio. So we moved already into it and are pushing back to the upside. So if it comes back into the golden ratio here at 34.4 cents, that's where I would just buy, so market buy worst case, or you set some limit orders there right now, because the indicator is still telling us, at least stochastic and the MACD, that we want to go higher on the 1 hourly. Again, we are moving here down because Bitcoin is chopping around up and down a little bit, so the dominance is going a little bit crazy. But here on the 4 hourly, the stochastic can easily turn around, so then the MACD at the same time also prints a darker green candle, and the RSI just goes sideways, so while price is coming a little bit back to the upside. So now I give away quick the $500 on ZoomX, guys. So let's see, who do we have today? 33 to 82. 33 to 82. Let's see who wins today. 70 is winning today. So number 73, 68, 66, 7757. If that's your ZoomX account, you won $500. Send an email to info@amcrypto.us, and then you will get within 48 hours the $500 credited in your rewards hub. You have to go to the ZoomX rewards hub to claim the $500, guys. I'm gonna have a quick look again on Bitcoin before I run, because I have 2 minutes. I have 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes. Here you see what I mean on the 4 hourly chart. So we are turning around. We're getting support from here, that former resistance level on Bitcoin. But if that's not holding, so then we move lower. Simple as that. So I want to check quick. Good. My TIA is also pulling back into the golden ratio. I was so happy that I'm finally in profit on TIA. And then it was going down and close to my entry level again. So now I'm in a little bit profit. So sorry, I had to be a little bit selfish here when I look at this. Phantom still not looking good. Telegram is okay. Okay, guys. Okay, really quick. One coin. Everybody posts only one coin. One coin. Everybody one coin. If I see a coin twice, that's the coin that I'm charting before I'm leaving, guys. Really quick. Let's do it really, really quick here. And thank you, guys, for so many people being here. So 120 likes, over 1,600 views on the stream. Amazing. Sui. Sorry, guys. So Sui, I talked about Ethereum already. Sui is the coin I'm going to do. So where is my SUI chart? I had a SUI chart. Maybe I had it here somewhere. Where is SUI? Is this my SUI chart? This is my SUI chart, yeah. So SUI is not looking bad, guys, you know, to be honest. It's not looking bad. It had to come down. Look at this crazy move, you know, from like $2 and what is this, 10? It had to consolidate a little bit before it comes down, you know. So usually it should come down all the way to $2.85, but you see this is a crazy move, you know. So that's like a 20% drop. So I'm not really convinced that this is going to happen while we consolidate in a falling wedge pattern, you know. So and SUI is also holding up quite well while Bitcoin is going down, and the indicators are also bottoming out right now, you know. So you see a small turnaround on the RSI already. By Sunday, the stochastic has bottomed out, potentially put in a buy signal, and the next move for SUI is in the direction of $4.40. So again, if you're looking for an entry, you go to the 1 hourly chart. You go from the last low here to the last high. Look here, we are sitting exactly at the 0.382 currently, which is a good sign that we have reclaimed it. So we went here into the 0.5, but not into the golden ratio. So which makes it unlikely that we are going to move in the golden ratio at a future, at a point in the future, you know. So most likely, if we can reclaim $3.51 and stay above that in 8 minutes, or the following candle, we're going to stay above that, and at some point it's going to shoot to the upside. So currently a good level to enter into a SUI trade, you know. So but again, tight stop losses, have a limit order down here at the golden ratio, just in case it's going to happen, you know. So just in case, that's what we want to do. Guys, I have to run. I have some friends waiting for me, celebrating that we were close to $100,000. So I have to shave quick before I'm leaving. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow with a normal video and I hope more money.